of a light drizzle today, but there's a lot of heavy rain forecast this week. Absolutely biblical rain early hours this morning, and huge thunder and lightning storm. But look how these plants are going crazy over here, and what a huge difference just having the path makes. Doesn't that make a huge difference, Tandy? And the interesting thing, we had so much rain that that IBC tank has, I've got to get a new cover for it because the cover is completely shredded. But that IBC tank is filled right to the top from where I harvest the rainwater. Cocoa poppers out there. So the grass will start growing in that field now. Little puddles of water in all the hollows. I'll check to see how the road is held up. Not too bad. There's like a bit of water over here, but not too bad. Seems like water with that rain washed down over here, you can see. Yeah, you can see where water washed down when it was, but it sinks away very quickly. Feeding time. I can see that there was definitely from the deluge, it definitely washed down here, but as I say, it's, what is it, maybe about 2 hours ago, and yeah, it's not leaving like puddles or rivers. You can just see where it came down, and yeah, it's gone. Some blue sky, which is good to recharge the solar batteries. There is rain forecast again from this afternoon, and I think it's 100% chance tomorrow again. Tilda is nice and clean. What are you coming to do here? Nice and clean after all the rain. So in this big pen, the rain came down, so this area down here is a muddy mess. And the wallow is very full. So, I think I'm going to feed them over the side of the sheep's area, because the food is just going to get pushed down with the mud area. So the rain is sort of washed down here as well. But I must say, it's gone off the road. It probably would have gone straight down to the water mine. Much drier over here, so luckily they're trained to the bucket. Some of them are, Chris is still waiting down there, which is a bit silly. But, right, let's feed. No mud up here at all, so their food is actually on relatively dry ground. People ask why I don't put their food in bowls. I have tried that in the past. The first thing they do is knock the food out of the bowl. These are grazing pigs, and they actually do prefer to eat this way. So you can see the water that rushed down from that pig pen by the gate. You can see it came across the road and it's gone down there. So it'll just make its way into, into the ground. That'll eventually find its way to the water mine. But if I remember, when we've had biblical rains like this in the past, this road has been a mess afterwards. But because of the work that we've done and grading it and putting in like little runoffs, that has helped a lot. No sign of the sheep. They are all in this pen grazing. I would imagine that rain would have knocked some of the acorns off the trees, so they're going to be eating all of that now. Yeah, even from here you can see the water that came down from because it's actually quite a rise up to those big oak trees at the top, and you can see how it's washed all these leaves and twigs and whatever down. So the water would have rushed down here, and then it would have found its way to go down and not just sit on the road. The entrance road is okay, hasn't been washed away. You can see where water has come down, but on that side, so that's really good. Pleased to see. Seems like this state road did turn into a bit of a river. You can see all the debris on it, and there's a big puddle at the end of the road over there. So judging from the debris, water rushed down this neighbor's access road. So just that sort of puddle behind the sheds and this puddle that I always, even when there's a light rain, I'll get a little puddle over here. And this isn't such a bad one. This is all the water that the road is holding. The rest has run off. And this is all thanks to João Campo, who did such a brilliant job with his digger when he was here last. So I would say the big difference is the swale is behind all these broom plants. There is a swale along here, because what used to happen is that the water all used to come down the hill and then onto the road, and then my road would turn into a raging river, which would last for a few days after a big rain like this. But now this swale stops the water from running down this hill onto the road, and the swale then takes it under the road in the olive grove. We've got like a pipe that then takes it to a hollow area. Oh, there's Ruby. Takes it to a hollow area more or less where those trees are over there. And then from there it can sink down and become sort of like the groundwater, and eventually I would imagine go into the aquifer that then feeds the water mine. But this swale has been a lifesaver, because since we put this in, what is it now? This is the second year I think that it's been in, and it has definitely stopped the road from turning into a raging river, which is what was always happening. It's amazing how new grass is coming up already. So I thought I'd come and have a look at the water mine, which you might find interesting. This will tell you the amount, how the different ways we are managing the runoff is working, because this water mine was starting to get quite low. But it's actually, you can see where it's already starting to overflow. And with the rain, you can see where it's wet, it did overflow. But yeah, the water mine, and this is why we can't put a cap on the water mine, because it's like a shaft, and well, an 8-meter shaft that goes straight into an aquifer. And so the groundwater sort of gets into that aquifer, comes here, fills up, and then this overflows. And in the height of the rainy season, this whole area all around here can sometimes be underwater. So this just shows you how much rain there was in that storm, because I had pumped, I think it was beginning of last week, so it hadn't sort of filled up, and when it was filling up, it was definitely way below this willow tree. I've removed this willow tree and the roots, I don't know, I think at least on 3 occasions, but it's always kept coming back, because there's always seems to be a little piece that we've left. And so because it's got this strong will to survive, I've just left it. So there's a willow tree over there. But yeah, water mine is full. So water came down from this hill. There's quite a elevation, you can't always see it, but it's come down. And I can hear the electric fence clicking over here, because there's all this stuff that's come down. It was quite a rush. Look how the water thing is filled up as well with this. I'll have to come in and clean this out. But let me see if I can maneuver this again away from the electric fence. There we go. What's it, Red Velvet? Did you finish your breakfast? Yes. I've cleaned this out a little, but I need those, you know, those like little nets you use to clean out fish tanks. That's what I need for this. Oh, Ross, you're wasting your time trying to make nice with Mallow Puff, and you as well, Flapjack, because she never comes into season. And she's got boar tusks, so she's like hermaphrodite. I was fully expecting Jellybean to have her babies in that storm, because they usually have their babies when the weather is bad or when I'm not here. So there was water that did come down this road in like a flash flood. You can see it's washed all the soil away that was covering these bricks, and it's actually exposed the pipe that takes the water up. But then it didn't go that way, it went down this way. A lot more rain early hours of this morning, and you can see how the water has come down and flowed down this way as well. You can see that by all the leaves and branches that are being washed everywhere. Yeah. But this, it's taken like quite a chunk out here. That one is still okay. I might leave that one a little bit longer, but this one has done its dash with the rain and leaves, etc., etc. The weight has sort of broken it, so I'm gonna just cut it loose, set it free, and and take it out of here. The powerful force of water never ceases to amaze me. So I am very aware that we just had a very, very hectic 2-hour storm this morning with torrential rain. And that's nothing like what they had in the United States with Hurricane Helene, Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, South Carolina, North Carolina. So I follow quite a few YouTubers who have homesteading channels. I think they're based in North Carolina. It's Justin Rhodes, Roots and Refuge, and So the Land. And I've been seeing their videos, how their homesteads have been absolutely devastated by that hurricane. So I can't do much from here in Portugal other than send you, love, thoughts, prayers to all in those states that have been impacted by Hurricane Helene. And I can see there's a new hurricane arriving now that's looking to hit Florida, Hurricane Milton. So, yeah, thinking of you all. Our little storm over here is completely insignificant to what you all went through over there. So, thinking of you. And in the meantime, stay sane, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next video.